May I hear your Gru?
Oh, it's so bad.
I want to hear it.
Hello. I'm sorry, that's and I tried it on the way over as well. Because I came over from Dublin today, and I was in the airport, and I went on to TikTok just looking at clips that you've done and all that. And a lady beside me says to me, "Oh, he's very funny," about the whole movie. And I was like, "Oh yeah." And then I just started saying that I was going to meet you, and she was like, "I'm going to see it with my granddaughter when it comes out."
Oh, that's so nice.
And the whole way over I was thinking about it. I was like, this goes everywhere. Kids, who are now teenagers now. I think it's from the whole way up. How does that feel?
Great. You know, a couple of years ago when the last Minions movie came out, you heard about the gentle Minions? Did that happen here too? It's a bunch of, like, I think it started in Texas. Like, teenage boys dressed up in their best, formal wear and went en masse to see the Rise of Gru, that movie. And it became this viral thing. Like, it started happening all over the country. Coat and tie, let's get dressed up and go to see the Minions. What I loved about it was that it wasn't, it was sort of out of nostalgia, because these are kids that had grown up with the series. Like my kids are 20 and 23. They grew up with this. So it wasn't ironic, but it was nostalgic, which was really sweet, I thought.
And emotional as well, because you're watching people who are, growing up with this movie and getting to know Gru and all that. I think it happened in Dundrum in Dublin, because I remember no one knew in Ireland at the time what had happened. Yeah. But some savvy kids obviously were online seeing it happening in America. And it was like, okay, this is good.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love the fact that this is a movie that adults can see, kids can see, and they can all glean something from it.
Do you need to have a few days to yourself before you get back into the studio, or do you watch what do you watch to get into it?
Oh, well, I watch a lot of I watch a lot of art films before I get back into it. A lot of David Lynch. Things that just put me in the right frame of mind to do Gru. I go to Eastern Europe and just sequester myself there for months.
Documentary in itself.
Just to get the voice just right. It just needs to be perfect.
If you had €1 for the amount of people asking you, I'm sure people are constantly go, I could do a better version, because that's such an Irish thing. Does it happen all the time when people clock that they know who you are, to say that they can do it rather than you doing it?
They could do a better version of Gru? Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they could. That probably 80% of the population could do at least as good a Gru as I could. May I hear your Gru?
Oh, it's so bad.
I want to hear it.
Hello. I'm sorry, and I tried it on the way over as well. Because I knew I was going to not ask you to do it. I was going to ask about other people doing it. It's so
I love that it's just the word hello.
I know. Hello. So my other half is a massive fan, and I got to see it, and he was like, so tell me about it. And I was like, I can't. And he was like, why? And I was like, no, just watch it. And that's how much people are excited about it.
I'll give you two cue words that might help.
Yeah.
So Minions assemble. Gru always says that. Minions assemble! How about that?
Minions assemble!
That's good.
There you go. Got the gig.
You got it. You hear it.
With Will and Sophia, by the way, I've only started watching Modern Family. That woman needs to be protected at all costs.
Yeah, she's great.
They're brilliant. How has it been on the promo tour with them?
Well, I didn't get to see Sophia. Because we did a bunch of it in New York, so I didn't see her there. I think she had done some in Los Angeles. Saw Will and Kristen, and that's always fun. And Will, both of them just make me laugh at the drop of a hat. They don't need to do much, and they're both the nicest people too. So it's been a joy to be with them.
Because I'm from Dublin, Ireland, is there any Irish actors that if we get a Despicable Me 5 that you'd love to get in to be badass?
How about Donald Gleason?
Oh, yes.
Because I just did a show with him a year or two ago, and I love him. I just think he's such a great actor, such a good guy. I think he would make an excellent villain.
Himself and his dad, they could be two grumpy people. I'm telling you, this is good.
Yeah, father-son villain team. That would be fantastic. I love that.
And based in Ireland as well. I can only imagine Gru.
Be fantastic. I'd love it.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Great.